Saints get ready to do battle with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And that leads to a New Orleans first down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On third down, Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crawlin, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Now, before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
12 yards there as they move the chains. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. And as you and I were talking about off-air, it was just a fluid game, not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys can be resigned, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
I know everyone wants that prototypical wide receiver, you know, the 6'3", 200-plus pound guy, like a Julio Jones and A.J. Green and Dez Bryant. Antonio Brown just shatters that, doesn't he? Smaller in stature, but still able to use his quickness, his elusiveness, and his strength to create big plays.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second down, it's Bell. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. That's complete. It's Bell. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make this a second down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. New Orleans offense working its way back out there. As we look at them ahead to 2018, as that wound at the end of 2017 continues to heal, Charles, they're going to have Kamara, Ingram, Thomas. If they have Breeze back at quarterback, this should be an excellent squad again.
It certainly should, and frankly, if the offensive line comes back healthy and intact, that's another big win for them, especially with their two tackles, Teron Armstead at left tackle, Ryan Ramczyk, who was a rookie last season at right tackle. They are loaded going forward. If they could get a real playmaker at tight end, that might be the last piece. And if that happens, I'd hate to be a defensive coordinator trying to game plan for them.
Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up a third down. Shotgun now for Breeze. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit right there at the 43. That one goes for 24 yards. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
The Saints put up 29 points a game last year, second only to the Falcons, and they're in range to get some points on this drive as well. 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Coleman. And down inside the 15 he goes. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. Now Breeze drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it second down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. On second down, here's Breeze. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year. They totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
On second down, Roethlisberger. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Alex Okafor in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Now it's Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the